Something that I see far too often in spiritual communities is healers, medicine women, medicine people. In this particular instance, I am talking specifically to women who are givers of the heart, who are offering so many beautiful gifts and services, who want to, who dream of it, and who try, but end up feeling very blocked. They end up feeling like a starving artist. They end up not being able to fully receive for their gifts. And something that I want to talk on today is how you, just because you are spiritual and love and light and ascended to the highest caliber of the universe, does not mean that you have to get rid of money. It does not mean that you have to ascend beyond money. It does not mean that you have to live a minimalist lifestyle if you don't want to. You are allowed to have wealth and spiritual fulfillment. You are allowed to have the beautiful eco village communities where everybody barters and nobody exchanges money at all, and still be a match for abundance, because abundance does truly come in all forms. But there is a little phenomenon happening where women end up feeling guilty for receiving for their gifts, where they feel like bad or wrong or ashamed for desiring to be supported. And I think that there is a deep misconception that people who are healers or service providers should have to do these things for free, relatively. Or what I have come to understand is that you do have an influx of people who do facilitate things like retreats and who do energy healing services or medicine ceremonies and may not be in integrity. There, I believe, truly is and have been true cases of people who have taken advantage of people and who have charged upwards of tens of thousands of dollars for an experience where people did feel leaving unfulfilled, and maybe where people did leave feeling dissatisfied or even more confused than when they showed up, right? Like, these things do happen. But what I am coming to realize as someone who facilitates and who is deeply called to facilitate these beautiful experiences for people, these beautiful retreat immersions where we can come together as women, as wild, feral, primal goddesses, priestesses, medicine women, creatrixes, the creatives, the artists, musicians, all of us, right? Where we can come together and experience the beauty of both. The beauty of luxury, the beauty of wealth, the beauty of refinement, the beauty of a beautiful temple space right on the ocean with the most gorgeous views, with the most incredible chef, with the most incredible teachers coming in that also deserve to get paid for their time and for their energy and for their service and their knowledge and their expertise and just their energy and their existence, right? Like, this is the whole point, is that you get to get paid for your existence. You get to get paid for you get to be supported, right? And even if you don't feel called to have money be the exchange, because maybe you feel like you have some icky weird things with money, or you see where there's people in the world that are abusing their wealth, where they're not sharing their wealth, where they're hoarding their wealth, that doesn't mean that money is inherently bad. It doesn't mean that money is the root of all evil. And I also agree that you can have both. You do not have to denounce money, and you definitely don't have to offer everything for free if you genuinely do not want to. And something that I am learning as an artist, right? Because not only do I do this healing work, but I also just genuinely fucking love music and love performing and love writing music and singing. And this is like a whole other journey, but it all blends together because there is like a swirl of energy where there's like part of me that has had to go through that deep initiation of feeling worthy of being paid for who I am, to be paid to share my gifts, to be paid to share my art, to be supported, to be held, to have all the resources that I could ever need, to have all of the things in alignment, flowing in, all the support, all the right places at all the right time. Like, it goes even beyond money, and I get that. But when you know that you are genuinely fucking worthy of success and you are worthy of having all your needs met and beyond, and that you are worthy of beautiful experiences. And this doesn't mean to say that things have to be paywalled off or that healing is a luxury, because it is not. It is a birthright, and I feel like it's something that we are all entitled to. But I will say that when you are facilitating an experience for someone, when you are holding space for someone, you have the autonomy, you have the sovereignty, and you have the power of your choice to choose whether you want to do it for free or not. And if you choose in your heart of hearts, because you know that you are worthy of being supported for the gifts that you have, these God-given gifts, and you know and trust that God wants you to be provided for, and that God wants you to have resources and provisions and success and wealth, that we are all meant to have millions, and we are all meant to exchange and hold and receive large sums of money and play with large sums of money and play within this material realm, the material form of abundance that we have calculated and we have, decided was like the physical representation of abundance and of money. It's a currency, but the currency, money, is truly at the core of it is an energy, and this energy can be played with and exchanged in so many divine, yummy, juicy ways. And I feel like just because there are shitty people that do shitty things with money does not mean that the money is shitty. It might just mean that the person in their own vessel really has some things that they need to work through in order to have a better relationship with money. Because just because you have money does not mean that you are even wealthy. It does not mean that you even have a wealthy mindset, right? Like, you can still act in unconsciously poverty and scarce ways. Like, I feel like let's just call it like a billionaire who hoards money, in a way, to me, is a scarcity act. It's not true prosperity, because if you are only self-indulging and not sharing, right? But I also, too, this goes so deeper, because I feel like we don't really get to hear all the ways that wealthy people contribute. We don't really get to hear about all the ways. That's not main news. That's not our main news that we get, is all the way that there are billionaires and millionaires and wealthy, incredible people who are doing incredible, wealthy, amazing, fucking philanthropic things with their wealth, where they're doing things that genuinely are helping humanity, helping this planet Earth recover herself from all the fucking damages, right, that we have caused. But I really just want to root down, babes, that like, you are worthy of money, you are worthy of being supported, you are worthy of large sums of wealth. And I do not want you to think that just because you are going through a spiritual journey where you are like becoming like one with God, and you are like connecting back to yourself, and you are like finally realizing that you are worthy and you have talent, you have skills, you have so many like beautiful things about you, so many beautiful qualities and aspects of your personality, and that there is nothing wrong with you getting paid to share that, and there's nothing wrong with you asking for support and commanding that support into your life. And it doesn't matter whether it's coming in through any type of work that you do, whether it is a retreat, whether it is you blending grounding energy with glamour, right? Like, you get to be, do, and have it all. Do not let anyone, any community, any person, anyone convince you or make you believe that you are not worthy of being, doing, and having it all. I love you so much. Thank you for receiving this message. I hope and pray and intend that it reaches my people who need to hear this the most. With all my love.